This video will walk IBH applicants through the process of creating a mandatory supplemental application. We use a supplemental application in the IBH program so we can learn more about you. We're really looking for highly motivated, engaged student leaders interested in what we are doing in the IBH program. The IBH supplemental application is a mandatory one, and unfortunately, you would not be eligible for an offer if you don't complete it, so make sure you do. Also want to point out that the IBH and Business One programs at DeGroote are different and they use different supplemental applications. If you happen to be applying to both programs, make sure you complete both supplemental applications. The Kira Talent platform that hosts the supplemental application for IBH opens in early December. And you likely have received an email from Kira Talent if you've already applied through the OAC portal. It takes a couple of weeks, but make sure you check your junk folder, and if you still haven't received it, contact macbiz@mcmaster.ca. The supplemental application is due at the beginning of February. Make sure you check the due date and avoid technical issues by completing it well in advance. This is a free process, a free program, so you don't need to worry about any fees. Once you click on the link, you'll be taken to a series of steps to complete your application. The first step is a welcome video where you meet the team, learn a little bit about the program and what you're about to go through. The second is a registration page where you're going to complete personal information about yourself. In the third stage, you'll upload a supplemental material. In our case, that is a resume. In the fourth stage, you're going to set up your device, make sure your video camera is working well and your audio is working well so that you can complete the videos. The fifth is a practice. So these will be questions kind of unrelated to the kinds of questions you'd be asked in the actual application, but allow you to get comfortable with the technical elements of the platform. And then the sixth stage is the supplemental application where you're going to record answers to 6 video questions. So when you do log into Kira for the first time, you will see those multiple steps, the 6 steps that I just discussed. Note you can exit and enter Kira all the way up until the final step, the 6th step. But when you start the final interview portion, you've got to complete all of those videos in one sitting. Okay. And also note that once you've done the video interview portion, you will lose access to the Kira platform. Your application is considered complete. So make sure you upload the correct resume, the final resume that you want to include before you start the video stage. So the resume consists of 2 pages. The first page is really about you, your curricular work, your extracurricular work, activities that you've done at school and elsewhere. Really show us where you develop community engagement and leadership experiences. The second page provides an opportunity for you to list 3 references that can speak to the experiences in the first page. So that's the one piece, the resume. That's a 2-page resume, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. The second stage are the 6 video questions. You'll be asked for your responses to 6 different video questions. And you'll get 60 seconds to prepare for each of these questions, and you'll have 90 seconds to actually respond. The questions will be asked to you by current IBH students. That'll be in a video format, and then the transcription, which is what is being said, will be written out below as well. This page shows you the template for the resume. This resume is available on our website. And you'll be able to see that the first page shows you work experience, extracurriculars, other activities, and provides an opportunity for you to explain the kinds of activities and learning and responsibilities you've had for each of those activities. The second page on the right here would be a list of up to three verifiers. And so these verifiers are important because they should be able to talk to the experiences that you've had on the first page. As you're preparing to complete your video submissions, take a moment to get set. Situate your computer camera against a plain backdrop so that only you are visible in the frame. Ensure that you chose an area that's well lit. And also, pick a quiet space that's free from disruptions and distractions that may negatively influence your responses. Please note that outside help is not permitted during this stage of the application. Dress comfortably but professionally. And you will have opportunity to answer unlimited practice questions, and that will help you get the technology right and get comfortable in front of the camera. Take those seriously. If you do require accommodations during the supplemental application process, do reach out to macbiz@mcmaster.ca. We will work with you based on your individual education plan to find something that works for your unique situation. And if you do encounter any technical difficulties, make sure you contact Kira Talent directly at support@kiratalent.com. Here are some tips on how you can do well in the supplemental application. First, things that you should do. First thing you should do is take time ahead of the interview to consider your experiences. Those could be curricular experiences in your classroom, they could be extracurricular inside or outside of your school, they could be your jobs that you might have held while you're in high school, and think a lot about what you've learned from them. We're going to be asking you questions that might ask you to draw on those. Tell us about a time when, and having those experiences at the top of your mind will help you a lot. Also, remember, we want to learn more about you. So be authentic. Tell us about you and draw from your experiences. That's what we are looking for. Also, learn about the IBH program. Spend some time. Hopefully, you've come to our campus or you've looked on our website, checked out some of our YouTube playlists and videos. Learn more about what the program is so you can better explain why you think you want to be here. And you may wish to keep some writing supplies nearby so you can map out some responses. You will have 60 seconds to prepare for each response, and you can use that time well. Things you should avoid. Definitely do not use AI tools. We want to know who you are. Academic dishonesty, including suspected AI use, can be flagged by the Kira platform, and that could result in a real negative exposure to us. Also, try not to avoid reading responses, as that can come across as pre-scripted and not as authentic. So speak from the heart and tell us who you are. That's what we want to know about. Just wanted to throw these diagrams about the 4 pillars of the IBH program: community engagement, social enterprise, leadership, and global mindedness up for you. And take a look to the QR code. There's a link to some YouTube playlists that will help you get a better sense of what these 4 pillars are and how they relate to the program. Once you've completed the videos, validate that your application is complete. Look for a confirmation email from Kira indicating that you successfully submitted your supplemental application. You can also click on the initial invitation link that will show your progress in Kira. If you see that your progress is 100%, you've successfully completed the entire application. Do note that it could take 3 to 4 weeks for your McMaster Mosaic student account to get updated with that information. Look for offers coming from the IBH program in March after midterm grades are released to universities.